Hey, welcome back to the Myth Impressions channel once again with Nemesis Gear, Steampunked Out, and the Knox Hollow Woodshop, which is where we're at, doing the second Osage Orange wand. Technically, this is actually the third Osage Orange wand, but it's the second one that I have a video on. The first wand I did the other day, it'd been a couple months since I've had a chance to do any wood turning, so I did that one as practice. It turned out really nice, but I decided not to video that. It was just going to be a basic wand. So, anyways, this is going to be the special edition. And again, if you hadn't seen the previous video, the Osage Orange just had some really beautiful colors, and I decided that that kind of creepy corrupted wand design that I do would look really good for this. So that's what we're going to do on this. The handle is going to be a pretty simple shape. The wand starts out as usual. I get it to the round. I get the blade down to about the size of a Sharpie so that I can feed as much of the blade up into the chuck jaws as I can, and that gives me a good shorter amount of wood that's not supported, so it's pretty stable, and I can minimize any type of catching and jumping and flexing that wood does. So right now, I'm just kind of marking out where I want the kind of bulbous shapes, and I decided to go with a three. Like there's going to be a center design in there for this, and it always takes longer to do 3. I like the look of it. It's really time consuming the more those I put in because I come in with the Dremel and drill all the holes in and then put all the kinda cracks and, recesses and stuff in that, but, anyways, for the way that this wood worked with the burning and stuff, I just thought that it would look really good to do this design. So, anyways, we're gonna get this handle shaped out here, and I'll speed it up a little bit. It's already sped up 400%, so it's already going really quite quickly. But we'll kind of skip through some of this shaping here. And while we finish up the basic shape of this as we kind of skip through, I did want to remind you if you take just a second to go down and hit that thumbs up button there, it really helps the channel out. And if you'd like to see more of the videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And also right beside that, when you click subscribe, if you'll ring that bell, and that way you'll get notified when I put out the new videos as well. And I do have several new ones coming up with some really awesome exotic woods, and those I think those will be really cool videos to watch. So you definitely want to catch those. Anyway, so basically, a lot of the shape of this one, a lot of the time spent on this is with the detail work with the Dremel. So you can see the handle itself is just a very organic, even shape. It goes pretty quickly. So we're going to get this sanded up and ready to pull the Dremel tool out, and then we'll move to the next step. All right, so now we've got the final. I got it parted off of the tenon on the end here, doing the final sanding and stuff. And I decided that in order for the recesses, I want those to really stand out. So I'm going to try using some dye just down in the recessed areas. So first, what I want to do is I'm going to clean up this handle that I've got it sanded down pretty well. I'm just using some denatured alcohol. And then I just got through doing some finish wax on some other wands. And so I've got a little bit of wax left over in my scrap rag here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just trying to put a light coat of wax on the surface before I pull out the Dremel tool. And I'm hoping what's going to happen here is that will help resist because like I said, I want the dye to go down into all the holes and the carving that I do. Because especially when I do the shallow cuts, it's not gonna be burnt like this. This when you drill out these holes, you can see it does heat up quite a bit with the bits, so it does kind of get that charred effect, which is fine. But for the shallower cuts that I do, they won't be quite as dark. So I'm going to use dye to kind of do that because you can't with the torch. The tough part with that torch is it burns the surface wood before it burns the recesses. And if you hold it on there long enough to burn the recesses, then you've overcharred the surface wood. So in order to get that black down into the recesses, I figured the best option was going to be to use some leather dye on this. And because it's going to be down into the recesses, and get it's going to get sealed up with oil and stuff, I don't have to worry about using a clear coat on this. I can still stick with my oil and wax because it's going to be down in the surfaces that aren't really handled much. So, anyways, that was the thought. In the end, I'm not sure the wax really helped, but it doesn't really matter because I do come back and I have to sand it after I do all the detail work to kind of clean it up anyways. So we're going to go through, I'm going to skip through that. It takes a long time to do all the Dremel work on this. So I'm going to kind of speed through that for you here. And as you can see, I'm just kind of moving down to progressively smaller bits. I'm doing holes at different depths and different sizes, and I'm using an electric power carver that a friend of mine who does woodworking loaned me because I've been interested in getting one, and I really like it. The only downside is the one that I borrowed, it doesn't accept the smaller bits that I've had, so I had to switch out to the actual Dremel to do the little cracks and stuff that you see here. And unfortunately, I forgot to hit the record button while I did that, but it's pretty much the same as the rest of it. I just took the Dremel tool and kind of made the little crackly lines there to connect all of the holes and stuff that I put in it. And then I'm just using this Phoebing's leather dye to stain all of the parts that I dremeled. And as you can see, as I wiped that back off, it did stay down into the cracks like I wanted. It didn't come off as easily on the wax as I was hoping. But like I said, I got to sand and clean this up anyway, so it wasn't really a big deal. So I just brushed and sanded that. So I got the dye back off for the most part on the surfaces and just left it down in those recesses. And now I can take that torch in there and just lightly hit this to really bring out some of that nice, the oranges and reds and blacks and stuff that this wood produces whenever you char it. So, anyways, I've got it charred up now, and after that's done, I can go back in and sand this up. That removes a little bit of that surface char, as well as the polishing part. So I get that brushed out, and then we'll polish this all the way up as high as it'll go on the polishing pads. And I always try to go up to 2,000. Sometimes, once you get past a certain grit, it really doesn't show very well. It doesn't hold it as well. So, but I've got that all brushed out or that blown out with the air gun, and then we'll just get some oil and wax on this, and I'll show you that it really turned out nicely. That's without any oil or wax, and this is what it looked like once I got the taper on the blade, and then I got the oil on there. And then we'll just take it into the photo studio and take some close-ups under proper lighting, and you'll see how that looks here. And this is the final photos of it. As you can see, the colors on this Osage orange were just really gorgeous. Really enjoyed working with this, so I hope these sell well because I'm looking forward to working with it some more and seeing what other interesting designs and stuff I can do on that. If you like this video, again, if you're interested, you can become a member supporter for as little as $1 a month, and we'll have perks and stuff coming up for that. Once we get enough supporters, we're going to do a Discord channel, and hopefully we'll be doing some live streams for members, viewers, and stuff as well. But I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and we really do appreciate everybody's support. So thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one.